So I think out of all of most villain rogues gallery, after most heroes rogues gallery, there's the proper word I was looking for. I think it's safe to say that we all know Spider-Man and Batman have the two best villain, rogues gallery out of any superhero in either company, right? Like, for Marvel, it's Spider-Man who has the best rogues gallery. For DC, it's Batman. So we've all asked this question of what if these villains turn good? And I might do a video regarding what Spider-Man villains can stay good, and we have had a few villains who stay good. But today we're going to be talking about Batman. Like, which Batman villains could stay good? Now, I know what you're thinking. We've had multiple times where we've had Batman villains go, switch sides and, become, good guys or anti-heroes for a bit, but then they turn. However, there has been a trend that there are some that are actually good. Like, Selina, for all her talk of being, like, a master thief, she loves that bat dick a lot, and also she's a good person deep down. Remember, Catwoman did start out as a Batman villain. She is a part of Batman's rogues gallery, or was a part of it. Now she's a member of the Bat family. Then you have the rest of the Gotham City Sirens. You have Harley Quinn, who, as long as DC tries to keep making her their Deadpool equivalent, they're going to keep making her an anti-hero. Like, they're going to keep her, like, she's now, like, on the fringes of the Bat family. And Poison Ivy, who's basically now, because the G. Willow Wilson series is going so well, she's now on the Justice League. Yeah, Ivy's now a part of the Justice League now. So it seems like the women of Batman's Rogues Gallery are the ones who can really stay good. But they aren't the only ones who really, crossed over to the side of the light. And we've had that with Riddler, we've had that with Clayface, we've even had that with Bane. Several times, even. So to have these guys... So the question of the hour is also Man-Bat, who, by the way, this is why I think Joshua Williamson is a good writer. I can't wait to read more of his Green Arrow and a few other things. But the thing of it is that I can't forgive him for making Kirk Langstrom a villain again. I really liked a lot of what he was doing. I can't wait to read his G.I. Joe series and trade, don't get me wrong. But, I'm like, dude, why did you make Man-Bat a villain again? He got so much character development in Justice League Dark and other places. It just feels shitty. Like, it just feels like you didn't know what to do and just decided, oh, let's make him a villain again. Really felt so. Williamson, I know you're a great writer and all, but, like, that's the one, I was like, come on, man. Anyway, we've seen multiple times, getting back on topic, is that we've seen multiple times, and outside of, like, three characters, the big three of the Gotham City Sirens, we haven't really seen any of them on the side of light stay for long. Like, again, Riddler, Man-Bat now, Clayface, Bane. But I'm here to pose the question: what other Batman villains could stay good? Like, what Batman villains could permanently stay good if given the opportunity and the writing credit? So we're going to talk about, like, what villains I think could easily work. Now, the thing with a lot of Batman's villains is that the thing with Batman's villains is that a lot of them are fucked up. All of them are fucked up. Let me preface that. Yeah. All of Batman's villains are fucked up. So, villains like the Joker, Mr. Zsasz, Mad Hatter, Black Mask. A few villains are off the table, let's say that. But there are a few that if you gave them enough, if you gave them enough love and if you gave them just a monochrome of kindness or anything or help, they would be willing to, probably be like, yeah, okay, I'll join. I'll be a good guy now. And starting off with, of course, the obvious elephant in the room, Mr. Freeze. Now, yes, I know Mr. Freeze, they keep trying to make, like, oh, Mr. Freeze was obsessed with his wife the whole time. I'm like, that's not why we like the character. It's that his problem is that he's a good husband, and he's doing everything in his power to protect her. The perfect example of this was in Arkham Knight, that Mr. Freeze bonus mission. That was really cool. So Victor Freeze, out of any for when you think like characters that could still come to the light, it's Mr. Freeze, because again, and though yeah, Nora's gone crazy, I remember that, like, yeah, they brought Nora, like, Luthor helped during, like, Reign of the Year of the Villain. He helped Nora wake up, but the thing they used corrupted her, and it drove her crazy. So I don't know if they're still doing anything with that storyline, or they put that genie back in the bottle. But yeah, I think Victor is a solid candidate. Next up for another villain I think could easily work, and who has been on the side of the Angels a few times, Thomas Blake, aka Catman, leader of the Secret Six, another great hero, another great anti-hero who went from D-list villain to I'm now a badass. And he is, like, I don't know where he is now but in the DC universe, but it'd be cool to see him again. Following that, for another a villain I think could work as a hero is Killer Croc. Now, you may be already thinking, but wait a minute, Waylon Jones eats people. He's a cannibal. It's hard to walk back cannibalism. It's also hard to walk back, you know, the miles long of horrible things Harley did with Joker, too, but we seem to forget those. So, yeah, Croc eats people. Yeah, Croc has eaten people, but he also, like, Bruce recently has been like, yeah, if I talk to him like a human, I'm not given any trouble. So I think if you had the right character, give Waylon enough humanity and let him be human, then I think you could easily be like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I'll help you guys. Hell, in Batman Earth 1 by Geoff Johns, Croc is the first person that becomes part of this new Bat family. Like, he's literally, like, in book 2, he helps stop the Riddler. And that's another one who could easily be on the right side. But I think Riddler's harder because Riddler's too egotistical. He can't, like, he has to be the center of attention, and he can't help himself. So, yeah, Croc would definitely work. Again, as much as I don't like a lot when Geoff Johns writes Batman, I did kind of like what he did with Killer Croc and basically making him like, Croc's just there, and he's like, hey, what's up? He's just down in the sewer, and, like, Batman beats him up. He's like, what are you doing, man? He's like, oh, you scared me. Yeah, you scared the shit out of me, too. And then he just lives with, he's like the first member of the new Bat family in Batman Earth 1. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. So Croc could easily be one. Another one I think could easily be on a different side, switch sides. Riddler, it's contentious because, again, his ego prevents him from getting that far. Clayface, I think, could easily work. I think we've seen it before, and again, I think Clayface could totally work as a member of. And when James Tynion made him a villain again, like at the end of his Detective Comics run, I was like, that felt really forced. But yeah, I think Clayface still has a good chance of being a good guy. Same with Langstrom. He's the easiest, really. Like, again, I don't understand why Williamson did that in his Batman and Robin run. Yeah. So, there you go. Those are just a few villains. Obvious choices, really, but I feel like those are the ones that could really work as... I mean, a lot of Batman's villains in Tynion's run did become heroes, like Ghostmaker and Molly Miracle. Does anyone use those characters, by the way? Does anyone give a shit about those characters? I'm curious. Let me know. I don't know, for sure. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what Batman villains could you see staying heroes? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.